Welcome to the Cob Pod episode 10 of season 3.
Is it 10 or 9?
It's 10.
It's 10.
Well, we blame you, Alex. You got the numbering wrong about 3 weeks ago, and we're completely stymied ever since.
I probably did a podcast, but I didn't actually record it. I just sat at home recording, talking to myself.
Bit sweaty last week, was it? Thought you'd lost it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to introduce the podcast with it. Benvenuti nel podcasto. But let's just gloss over that rough Italian.
For the time being, anyway.
And so I'm an official founding member of the Celtic support group. It's the first time. Here's a wee quiz question for you. When was the last time Ireland, Scotland and Wales all lost on the opening weekend?
Ooh.
Wow, that's a toughie.
It's got to be 90s.
10 years ago, 20 years ago? Give us a rough steer.
93.
That's the base of the question that I'm asking you.
Oh, don't
He can't give you
a bit of guidance.
After that, after 90, 93, 95.
So it must be...
I reckon it's
which
a long
sides?
time.
90. No, it can't
90
be
would have
90.
been Five Nations,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they couldn't have played in the first opening.
Yeah, that's true.
2000.
Do you know the answer?
2002.
2000.
Wow.
2000.
So 20 odd years, not bad.
Very good.
Alex Gaze, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing really well, Mick. It's been that good kind of week, and cramming in as much as possible, and just generally enjoying myself. Rugby's been good. Training tonight was a little damp with the rain, but good fun.
Still busy.
Still busy, and girls really cracking into it. It's always good on a rainy night. Say this as a joke, but those that do turn up really, really want to be there. There's a little bit less of the distraction. They really want to be there, so it's always a good session. Just got a little bit watery.
Yeah, sure. How's the man, the legend that is Pete Christie these days?
Yeah, I'm all right. Still in one piece, mate. 3 visits to the gym this week.
Wow. Mate, you are looking
Still moving.
healthy.
Yeah, I am. It's all a facade, I
You're like
think.
Benjamin Button
start
getting younger every week.
It's all that hair, isn't it?
Did I see on your
Don't look on the top.
Facebook profile picture is you on a horse?
You did.
I've seen that.
I used to have a horse. I learned to ride when I was 45.
Wow.
Yeah. At a local
last year.
stable.
A year or two ago, yeah? Hey.
Yeah, a long time ago now.
There you go. Laddie, how are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm really good, thank you. Really good. Second time down the club this week. We were here on Monday for Youth Mental Health Charity,
Yeah.
which was really fascinating. Some really good insights. So we're going to share some of that stuff around some of the youth coaches and whatnot. And I was here earlier tonight, not because I was coaching or watching, but we had the Cobham Rugby and the CRSA, which is the Sports Association, AGMs. So they started at 7:30 and ran through to about 8:45. And I have to say that they're good updates. You get a big financial overview from the treasurer, and you get some sort of reports about various sections and the grounds. And we heard from lacrosse and netball and tennis as well.
Oh, that's good.
But the big news is I'm sat around a table with 2 brand new vice presidents of Cobham Rugby Club.
Who could that be?
And a newly elected lifetime vice president, Pete.
Oh, yeah.
Hold the
So,
phone.
yeah. So my fellow podcast listeners out there, the 4 of us, I've been a VP for a while, but elected tonight was Alex and Mick.
Yeah.
And already on the board on the
we've
staircase.
arrived now.
Already on the board.
Already on the board on the staircase is Pete Christie as a lifetime
And
VP.
Steve Hurd. Let's
And
not
Steve,
forget
yeah.
Steve.
Steve's not on the podcast, though, and I'm sure he doesn't
No,
listen to it. But if you do,
he
Steve,
might
congratulations.
He might listen.
Yeah, he will now.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
congratulations.
Yeah, well done, chaps.
So the certificates will be in the post.
Oh, wonderful.
And you get a little lapel badge
Yeah.
as well?
Oh, hold
And
on a minute.
you get to get a table together for the VP's lunch.
Oh,
there we go.
excellent.
Yeah.
And we get salaried. Yeah?
And incorrect. You hand
Yeah,
over
that's
money. You hand over money.
Grace and favour container out the
Oh,
back. Honestly, congratulations. It's really good to
Yeah,
have you
fantastic.
Oh, well,
thank you.
There we go.
Right. Yeah.
I've got visions of Air Force One, but it's not that sort of vice presidency. I'm guessing.
No, you're much better than JD Vance, guys.
Okay, flummoxed. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, there's your update, listeners. Fantastic. Listen, we have got shed loads to get through, don't we? We've got a couple of special guests that are secret. They're going to be knocking on the door in a minute. And Pete Christie's going to do that for us. We'll get into some of the ones games, the last Vets games. We'll go through the youth. We'll probably talk about some inconsequential.
That's easy for you to say, Mick.
Thank you. I'll stick my teeth in. Inconsequential games of rugby at the weekend.
Good recovery.
Six Nations, thank you. And we'll talk about, what a socials calendar. Some of the events.
Yeah, there's a few things.
Pretty mega.
Good.
So, without further ado, shall we get our mystery guests in?
Let's do it.
All right, let's go. Now,
Two of them.
Two of them indeed. So, chaps, I'm going to start with yourself. If you could introduce yourself, tell us who you are and where you're from.
No, that's very kind. Thanks. It's my name's Jason Corbett. I'm the Cobham ref coordinator for the youth, and put the games on, put the refs on for you.
Thanks for having me. Matt Jones, under 12s coach under Matt Pettican, and I'm one of Jason's crop of 2025-26 in the refereeing group.
Brilliant. Can't have a game without a ref.
Cannot have a game.
Everyone loves a ref.
And
Not sure about that.
That's
Not your experience every weekend, is
There's
it,
a
Jason?
discussion to be had on that one.
we spent the last few weeks talking about coaches. And you're right, you can't have a game without a ref. And I've got to say, having given it a bash this year, it is mega. It is mega. But maybe let's kick this off. Like, Jason, how did you get involved in this, first of all? And how did you get roped into it? And what have you seen over the last couple of years?
So I started. My son is now, who was at Cobham, is now 19, and when he was 5, I watched him by the sidelines, and then we had a couple of head coaches, but then we had Tim Barnes as our coach until I was coaching with him until I was about my son was about 11, so that's getting on 8 years ago, when he took us from about 10 coaches down to 3. And
we had a cull.
I was less
Sim's way.
Bloodletting.
Yeah, it was. I was less than happy with that decision at the time, and so I thought I need to stay in it. So I became a ref, and that same year, the ref coordinator was a chap called Andy, really nice guy. He moved down to Midhurst, and he just said, "Here it all is," and just landed it on me. I didn't get a choice, really. It just happened. And I've been doing it ever since.
Was that the same year I took over from John as youth chair? I think it was the same.
It's going to be around 8 to 10 years ago. I can't remember exactly when, but it's there or thereabouts. It's been a long time.
I think I had one season with Andy as ref coordinator, and the rest of it's been with you. So,
yeah. And it's what I do for the club is great, but there's a lot of pressure because if I don't put a ref on, then there's a lot of people that don't get very happy. I mean, and we're talking about parents as well as players.
Yeah, and this time of year, Jason, with the weather, you get a lot of reversals and late cancellations and new additions, so you deal with it very well.
Listen, Matt, so much of that's about you, because I can't do it without you giving me clearance on pitch allocation, giving me which games are on, because there's a spreadsheet I work off. And as much as the coaches do their damnedest to keep that spreadsheet accurate, it's not.
It's not worth anything at Saturday night. It's all
I
changed.
don't know what you're saying.
It's all changed.
It's a good basis for everything, but it requires quite a lot of communication outside of that. The most important thing I can do really is manage the refs, that we've got enough refs on, but so that the refs want to keep coming on. It's all well and good having refs on there, but most of our refs are also coaches, and they want to be watching their children. You join the club really to watch your child in the first place, and when you're not watching your child because you're reffing someone else's, you're sacrificing watching your child.
But under your stewardship in the last few years, we've seen the numbers increase dramatically, haven't we? We've done a lot of recruitment, and we'll do some more.
We've done a lot of programs to increase it. We've put a lot on the club, and I have to tell you, reffing here, there's a real community. We've got a WhatsApp channel, and it's very inclusive. It's got the women, it's got the men, it's got the young referees. Everyone chimes in. We put quizzes on there. ask each other's opinions on decisions that were made. We support each other. It's a proper community, it's compared to previous years, where we've really struggled to get the numbers together. We've finally got it to a place where we've got not enough refs. Don't get me wrong, there's not enough refs, because if everyone's playing, then the refs aren't here to cover the games that are here. But we've got a lot of refs now, thanks to the drives that we've done over the last 2 or 3 years. We could absolutely do with more. We could double the number and still not have enough. But we've got good refs and enthusiastic refs. And tell you what, they turn up every week without complaining, and they put their time in.
Jason, do you have a link with London Society?
Yeah, so absolutely. So we are part of London Surrey Society. They usually put game refs on for us for the Colts. They will occasionally do under 16s, but I'm also very grateful to a lady called Katrina Ham, who manages the society YMOs and young match officials. They have to come with a mentor to make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to do and get their feedback. But for example, this weekend they're putting on 3 YMOs for us to help us cover games. When they do that, you've got to be grateful, because she's got clubs all over Surrey and London she could go to, but she picks us. And that's down to relationships. That's down to making an effort.
I guess, Gary Osler is a member of London,
isn't
he? And that must make a difference. I mean, if you've actually got someone blowing the whistle for London.
We've a couple of London societies.
We actually have 4.
Do we?
We have 4.
Okay.
But there's a guy called Mike Lewis who runs the appointments for London, Surrey, and he and I speak almost weekly. I would say probably every weekly. Last week it was about 5 times in the week, and he's a really, really great guy. And without him, without Katrina, we wouldn't have enough refs. But coming back to the positives, the refs that we do have, sitting next door to one, in fact, sitting next door to loads here. They put in the time, and what we do make sure is that the refs come into the game capable of doing it. So, a lot of these refs haven't refed before the season, so we put them on games which we know they can cope with, and then we build them up and up and up and up. And then sometimes some go down, depending on the feedback. But they won't know that's happening until everyone's, until we've got a really positive group of refs.
Yeah.
So, Jonesy, you're on this journey, right? So,
School of 25 and 26. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So the course that was here, the all-dayer, right, and the 43 hours of online training and stuff.
Which Sneedy and I used the wrong link, so we did 86 hours.
Oh, good, excellent. So you're twice the right.
It's not that long, is it?
I think it was 40. Sorry, it was 14 hours.
14, yeah, I can get 14. Yeah.
We talk us through that journey for you, and how have you found it? Give us a.
Yeah, there's sort of 2 parts to getting started. The first part is that Dave Stewart and I from the under 12s had said to Matt Pettican, we may be interested in doing a refs course and doing some more refereeing, as we'd been doing sort of informal refereeing at under 12s and under 10s before. I think it took about 35 seconds for that message to get to Lunny, to Jason, before I was receiving WhatsApps and ingratiated into the referees group, and then a big warm welcome from all of the previous referees as well. So
flags, got your own flags now.
Yes. Well, that was it. The flags got it. The reason actually for wanting to do it was exactly as Jason described. Actually, in the under 12s, as we do in many age groups here, we have a fantastic coaching group, 7, 8, 9, 10 coaches on a weekend. And,
nice.
While I back myself as a coach, it's sort of diminishing returns of me being the 9th or 10th coach out on the field on a Sunday. And so thought, exactly as we've all said around the table, there's a position you can't play without, which is the referee. So, so I came in a little bit skeptical about how much I would enjoy being out in the middle, and would this be something I was doing for the club and for my kids and for the team. Turns out, having played 9 and 10 a lot in my playing career, I really enjoy standing in the middle shouting at a bunch of forwards and directing a game. So I'm loving it, really enjoying it. But in terms of, Mick, you were on the same course. We had about 25 people down here. About 2/3 of that group were from Cobham, but some other clubs as well. We had a slightly overzealous practical session with Ian Sneed and Owen Ashton and myself and yourself and a few others.
Three dead, 4 injured.
Yeah.
No, it was
I've seen those. Yeah.
But learn a lot on the day, and then we were ready to take on our first games. Certainly, I think Monday anxiety on a Sunday night. I had ref anxiety on a Saturday night before the first game, but have loved it, really enjoyed it. And as you've all said, and as Jason said, the ref group is incredibly supportive. I've received messages from all around the table here when we're thinking about going towards games, and then just having some fun, sharing ideas, mainly about whether it's a goal line dropout or a 22.
Oh, yeah. Well, yes.
Alex and I had a good exchange during the week on that one. But yeah, it's been incredibly supportive group, really good fun, and I would encourage anyone who's interested to get involved.
Well, that's a good note, because we're going to start recruiting again. Jason's already put a note out to the club, and we're going to push it after this podcast, and we're going to target some of the under 10s, under 11s groups. And Jason sort of ruled a little bit with an iron sort of fist here, which I think is right, which is that if an age group doesn't put forward referees to go and referee other age groups, then you're last on the pecking order.
Quite right.
To get your own, to get a ref. And it's worked really well. And we've had big numbers come through.
It's absolutely right. It's simply about if you expect someone to cover your game, then you should be prepared to cover someone else's.
Quite.
Yeah.
And you can't, at this stage where you're going from 10 coaches down to 3. That means there's 7 people who want to be involved, who have a really good opportunity to be involved.
Yeah.
I also think there's an opportunity for those ex-coaches whose kids have gone through the youth setup and they've moved away or whatever. This is a really good opportunity for you to be out on the pitch and help the other players for the youth setup now, because as a coach. We're absolutely, we're always looking, who's our ref? Okay, great. We've got one. Thankfully, that's really good, because nightmare if you don't. And having a good ref, and I'm sure all my usual vets friends will be amazing refs, considering how much they know about the game. But once they've learned about the game, then they would be absolutely superb. So I'd really encourage it.
Matt, what's your ambition refereeing wise?
That's a great question. I think when I started, I thought, well, actually, this is just I'm here to help. I'm here to help the youth group. I think I probably have a slightly bigger ambition now around refereeing, and want to continue to test myself. Actually, I wanted to say, and it's a good lead into something I thought of, I have a new appreciation for a game that I've followed and played for 30 years.
Yeah.
I also now find myself watching referees on TV.
Don't you?
Unbelievable.
Certain points, I'm not really watching what's happening in the game. I'm watching where they're standing and doing something else. But I'm still learning about, again, this game I've played for all these years. Ambition is just to continue to challenge myself out there.
It's a unique viewpoint,
isn't it?
Yeah. No one who plays the game and never refs will actually fully understand. And the game has never been more difficult to referee or better referee than it is today, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think you're right. That, as a referee in the middle, we'll all agree, all the refs around this table will agree that refereeing the game isn't actually just refereeing the game, it's coaching. When you're out there, you're actually, you're at different age groups, like level 8 under 12s, it's a different form of refereeing than the Colts. And under 12s, they don't know the laws yet. Remember, it's the laws. Right? They don't know the laws yet, and so you're blowing only when it's necessary to blow, because you want the game to flow. Otherwise, it would just never go. So you're helping them, you're talking to them, you're coaching them. So when you stop being a coach and become a referee, or doing both, you're actually not stopping being a coach. You're still coaching, but under a different guise. And it's quite important to remember that your job as a referee, certainly in the youth, is to coach.
Yep, I think that's a good point. So I think, Jonesy, you've done an under-15s game?
Yes.
The highest so far? Yep. And that's a pretty good standard. That A team are playing some pretty good rugby at the moment.
It's full rugby. I mean, and I think I shared with Mick 13,000 steps, so just over 10 kilometres I ran during a 30-minute each way.
Yeah, that's good.
15s game on the AGP. I wasn't quite prepared for that.
But
Yeah, very good standard. And actually, so far, every age group I've taken, so I think I've done all the age groups on the boys' side, and then 14s and 16s for the girls.
Brilliant.
Great group of players, opposition and home players, very respectful. Really good listeners. So.
That's good to hear. So one thing that I've noticed, I don't do a lot of refereeing, but I'm in that bracket, Alex, that you mentioned. So my son sort of moves out of youth next year, so I will definitely be more available to Jason. Is a lot of the chat on the youth's WhatsApp group is about, what law should you have applied here? What should have happened? What decision should you have made? And that's all well and good, right? But then if you talk to like Jason, who's been doing it a long time, and Gary, who's excellent, and Chris as well, Chris Hamilton, who's done a lot of refereeing over the years, it's not necessarily about getting it 100% right. It's about how you deal with it in the pitch and how you have that conversation with the players and articulate all of that. So there's definitely a softer side to the sort of polarisation of the laws. And that's something that I think has come out on that chat as well. But ultimately what happens is someone puts a challenge out there. So look, here's a clip. What should have happened? Is it try, no try? Is it high tackle, blah, blah, blah? Everyone has their opinion. And then the overlord, Gary Osner, comes in and tells us what we should have said. That's my view.
I remember, do you remember many pods ago, we interviewed one Carl Dixon, right? Who we did, he is busy tonight, otherwise he would be here as well. I was struck by that whole feedback loop, the constant want to be like, it felt to me better than some of the players.
Yeah.
And I was amazed to see it take place on a bunch of us dodgy club rugby refs, but it's constant. And I love the fact that everyone just says, "Oh, guys, I got this wrong." I love that. You don't see that often anywhere else, I think.
No.
Well, there is a society group where we take some of the questions which are asked within the Cobham group.
Yeah.
And they're placed in the society group. And there's a big group of us in the society group who talk about questions that we have with each other. How do we do this? What do we do here? And so I get support from above as well, which feeds right down. But the stuff that we're asked within this group, that goes, as you say, circular. It goes up to that level, and then the whole of the area then learns from the learnings that we're having at this level. So it's quite an effective chat, which is why it's so great.
I'm just thinking of that pyramid of comms, probably sat at the top of right at the top is probably Razzie Erasmus just laughing. I have an idea.
So there are always moments where we as youth teams might visit another club where they haven't quite got enough rest.
It's called an away game, Alex, I think.
Fighting to
Where,
flyer, isn't it?
Thanks, mate. Okay, so we go to another club and they haven't got a ref that is not associated with the team, and you do get unfortunate situations where
You're right, Mick.
where the parent of a particular player is the referee of your game. So I just want to say thank you that we're not in that position. We don't put ourselves in that position.
We won't allow it.
No.
And incredibly important. That said, you still get the occasional overzealous coach, parent on the sidelines. How's that been this season? We had an unfortunate incident, obviously, last year, but I know there have been some other unfortunate incidents. How's it feeling at Cobham at the moment? Are we getting it right? What's going on?
I've not had any real issues. You get the occasional sort of bit of feedback, but Jason has been incredibly supportive, actually suggesting that we need to deal with that pretty quickly. So, but yeah, nothing that's beyond just the heat of the moment. Bit of feedback.
Yeah.
Well, we have the whole team rallies round, and particularly, if feedback gets to me, Matt and I deal with it. Matt then tends to send a letter to or an email or whatever it is. Do you use Postman or do you use email?
It's usually email or a phone call.
Yeah, and we usually get some form of sanction. I mean, it's every year there are bad eggs. But so there are a few of the coach, you get the blame for things. I don't think we get the blame anymore as a referee. No. Our job is about communicating, and one of the things you learn as a referee is when you're laying down the law, you lay it down and communicate it either with your hands, but mostly with your voice, so the parents can hear what you're saying. Because the parents think they've seen what they see, but actually they remember the laws from when they played 20 years ago, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
And what we see in the middle is we can't see everything. We just can't see everything. But what we see is all that counts. Because
That's the start of my ref's briefing.
Yeah.
Right, I can't see everything. That's enough, guys.
Yeah. What I see is what is what I'm laying down, and if I don't see it, play on.
Yeah, and I think it's just communication, isn't it? It's just having a chat. If there's an odd decision, at half time, go and tell both coaches why you did that, and it's just keeping the communication open.
Yeah.
So let's put some thanks out by looking at the Youth Cup games this weekend.
Oh yeah.
So let's do some quick shout outs. I'll try and get everyone right here. So the under 12s have got Jason Wolf. Thank you, Jason. Under 13 A's, you've got Mr. Jones here.
Nice.
So looking forward to that one. Thanks, Matt. Under 13 B's, hopefully Robert Fry is available for that one. We've got a YMO with the under 14 B's.
Nice.
And then under 15s, Pete Harrison's back again.
He's fit.
I ended up making him, well, I didn't make him. He stayed for about 3 hours last Sunday, reffing 4 games for the
Is he all right?
Did you do that round robin thing that you
We did a round robin thing with 6 teams. It was a long afternoon.
This is the Pete Harrison who's just come back from injury.
That's the one.
Well done.
Thanks.
Breaking him in gently, well done.
Under 16s, Chris Hamilton. Under 16 girls, looks like the only girls game at home this weekend is a YMO coming in to do that one.
We've also got an under 14s girls that's just been
isn't
appointed, and we've got YMO coming for that too.
Oh,
Yeah,
excellent.
On the
Thank you.
spreadsheet, it says it.
So, yeah, but
I'm looking at the head coach here.
they're not always right. We know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the spreadsheet's very clear on that one.
Yeah. Says to contact Alex Gaze.
Yeah.
He's checking in now.
I am sure I didn't change that.
Okay, fair enough.
Anyway, so thank you. And that's what we've got coming up on Sunday,
Yeah.
which is looking good.
Yeah, look, it's a brilliant job you guys do.
Yeah.
We're really grateful, and Jason will get that recruitment drive going again after this podcast.
Well, you're very kind, but we couldn't do it without. I couldn't do it without the refs, and I definitely couldn't do it without your support, Matt.
No, thank you.
Brilliant. Well done, chaps. It's great work.
Class.
Yeah.
Oh, look, I'm just seeing Match versus Horsham at home, under 14 girls. Are you reading the same spreadsheet I am? 2:15 kickoff, Alex. Oh.
I'm going to, before we move on, I'm going to ask just one question. So we'll move on to Pete. You're going to take us through the ones game.
Ooh.
We'll come back to you. You guys, if you guys are happy, hang around. I'd like you just to talk us through who your favourite ref is that you can see. Your favourite famous ref right now and why. We'll come back to you. Pete.
I've always liked Luke Pearce. I think he's got a good relationship with the players, but you can only push him so far, and then it's a wag at the finger, and that's enough. I think 1 or 2 tend to be a bit over-friendly. I think there's been some criticism in the press recently about that. So Luke Pearce is the man for me.
Very good.
Okay. Go and take us through the. I need to have a think about it. Now I've posed
you
the question.
You did that off the top of your head very well.
Take us through the Vandals.
Oh, right, okay. So a cup game away at Vandals. Pitch was in pretty good nick, actually, despite all the ugly rumours earlier in the week about it being a swamp. It wasn't. It was fine. We had lunch there with the president, and
nice.
very
Very cool.
nice. 3 curries on the table: naan bread, poppadoms, everything you could ever want in a curry. So lovely lunch. Nice chat from their president. They were resting a few players, as did we. So that was quite interesting. The accuracy and the handling that we've got used to seeing for most of this season simply wasn't there on Saturday. Passes going behind people, being dropped, giving away penalties. And the Vandals played really well. Their president said they were giving some of their second team players a bit of a chance, and actually they really stepped up. They really did step up. We were a bit unlucky. We had 3 players go off during the game fairly early on, a couple of them, and it just didn't click. It just did not click, and we were 14-5 down at half time, having just scored a great try, and then they scored 2 or 3. We were 33-5 down. But we managed to pull back a couple of tries later on in the game. So
tough day away.
it was a tough day at the office, but they were the better side on the day.
Yeah.
Things worked for them. Yeah. And
Concentrate on the league now, isn't that what we say? Concentrate on the league.
Absolutely.
No one really wants the cup anyway.
just a quick thank you. Paul Hickson, who normally does match reports, wasn't there, so Peter Broad stepped in. So we thank you, Peter,
very
for your
good.
match report.
Yeah, I read
mate.
that. Very good.
There we go.
Yeah, we are.
And then we had a Vets game at home. Who would have thought against Old Boys that I got to say I was so looking forward to. We had amassed a really good bunch, you know, and in the maybe the 5 hours leading up to the game, I got a couple of extra. Oh, I can make it on spawn. So we went full noise. I ended up my wee boy Hamish got taken out of school in the afternoon and had flu, so he was sat in bed. I was like, oh God, what am I going to do here? So I ended up not making it, but TC captained.
You didn't put him on the sideline and wrap him up.
I thought about it, and I would usually do it, but I thought that was probably the wrong thing to do.
Marriage break.
Yeah. But here we go, guys. The first W of the season for the Vets.
Great.
A last-minute penalty
Kicked.
by one Owen Ashton.
Oh, good man.
You know, perhaps against the spirit, but it doesn't matter because a win's a win. Well done, lads. Absolutely mega. Some great shifts.
Man of the match.
Couple of new players. I think man of the match was TC, who loves a pick and go. We've seen a couple of tries for him. A couple of new players who have come to touch.
Great.
You know, are you free Friday? Oh, actually, I am. And then here we go. So, well done, lads. Mega proud. Long may it continue.
Indeed.
Are we going to see? Do we see Jason coming out and reffing the Vets soon?
Oh.
Is that an opportunity for you, Jason?
I think that's left to a higher level than me.
Actually, I was thinking, Matt, if you
You
want
never know.
if you want to,
I'll tell you what. I was speaking to Rory on Monday. He said, "Oh, I bumped into Jez. So Jez has reffed for us for years, and he retired at the end of last season.
One of life's nice guys.
You remember, yeah? And it was the girls' finals day, so we got the girls to give him a sort of tunnel to clap him off. And I think Rory's talked him into coming back to do the Kieran Notter game.
Excellent.
So we'll see if he surfaces and actually puts his hand up, but I won't chase him for that one.
I was going to say, Matt, you 13,000 steps in your. If you want to cut your steps down, mate.
Yeah, do it.
Referee the Vets.
About 13,000
10.
scrums.
Just 10 steps.
What about socials? We've had a bunch of things going on recently at the club that have been outrageous.
Good stuff.
Yeah, I attended one, which was last Friday, which was the first time we've ever done anything like this. And I would say it was a resounding hit, a great fundraiser, brilliant fun, hugely well attended, and we should do a couple of them every year.
What was it?
Give us a bit more.
Oh, it was the poker night.
It was the poker night. And if you could envisage the upstairs, like properly turned into a casino, like proper tables, proper dealers, and there was a chap at my table who is officially the luckiest man I have ever seen in my life. Andy Hull's Your Disgrace.
Double winner.
He would win everything and just shrug his shoulders. I don't know what I'm doing. He won every hand. He had more chips than. It was the funniest thing. Great night.
But he won heads and tails. He won 3 litres of rosé wine.
Right.
Didn't he?
Everything. I asked him for his lottery numbers before he left.
That'll fill one leg.
Is that the trick? Rosé wine.
Oh, maybe.
It was amazing. So I think we had 11 tables
Yeah.
set upstairs, and we had 11 dealers, and it was emceed by another poker guru. So we were all set down, and we were all given a little bit of, a couple of rounds just to, this is how we play it, because there weren't many people, I don't think, that knew what was going on. There was a few. And they kept time, if you lost all your chips, because we don't have a gaming license, so it's not proper money, it was chips, you pay a ticket to come and play. They topped you up 2 or 3 times, and then if towards the end they'd say, right, you've got an X next to your name, you can't you can't suddenly win a take-all and make it to the Champions League table, which is where every individual winner of the tables ended up. And then there was a big finale table, and Howler won that as well, did he?
Yeah.
I think I left by the time that's on, but it was really good fun.
He's not going to turn professional, is he?
Oh, God, I
You
hope
think?
not. He hasn't got a poker face, has he? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
He's smiling
He'll
all
be-
the
he'll be
way.
It's just a continual smile,
It
is
is,
it? Okay, yeah.
Is that necessary? I mean,
It was wonderful. And go on, Ali.
I was looking at you. I was
chopped
waiting
my
for
hand.
you to go.
Well, Harvey Thornycroft organised it all, and its purpose was to raise some funds to boost the Colts tour. So I don't think the Colts have toured for a long time, and we've nailed a date, and we've got about 30 yeses. And this, I think, it's certainly raised over a couple of thousand, I think. And there were some great gifts. So the club had put down a couple of tickets for England, New Zealand in the autumn.
Brilliant.
So, I mean, there's a cost associated with those, but those made 400 quid because they went for like 600, I think. There was people with football shirts, and it was a lovely day out. I wish I could have bid for, but it was out of my price range at the, I think it's the Chelsea Flower Show. Yeah, that looked really good, didn't it, with all the food and stuff. So, yeah, it was really good, really well run. Professional outfit came and did it, and everyone I've spoken to said we should do this again. I'm like, yeah, so maybe quarterly. You never know.
Yeah.
You pay for another stand in about a year.
Right.
You fundraising that. Yeah.
And we've got there's a couple of wee socials coming up, so there'll be. I think there's a whisper of a seniors tour.
oh,
Yeah, is it the West Country?
I think so. Yeah, it will be.
Is that the Easter one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Over the Easter
It's in the minutes of the AGM, so it better go
Oh,
ahead.
there we go. And then there's the world famous long lunch.
22nd of Feb, is that, I think?
I've seen that. Yeah.
Right, could be the day after the Kieran Notter Memorial Game, which is on
Le
the
Petit
21st.
Nantais.
Okay.
It's around the corner from
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
We've already got a squad. We put the spawn out. Thank you, Miles. Put the spawn out for the Kieran Notter Memorial Game. Now it's on half term, so I know there's lots of people away, but already we've got a team.
Awesome.
A day.
Playing Irish again, yeah?
Irish.
Yeah, nice.
We need to work out when. So I think we're going to go for a 12 o'clock kickoff because the rugby starts at 2.
Okay.
What date is that?
21st.
21st.
So they've compressed to 6 nations, which is
Yeah, there's no gap.
Yeah, they have,
and I
yeah.
think that's
That makes
why
a
it's
lot of
moved.
sense.
Yeah, it does, but it's brought that into
not
half
for the
term.
players, I don't
Yeah. So that's that. What about upcoming fixtures, Ali? Have you?
Right.
Go
So,
on.
I've done the upcoming youth fixtures. You were listening. I didn't actually mention them. Just talked about the refs. So quickly running through it. Under 12s versus Farnham. I'm only going to do the home games now, aren't I? Under 12s versus Farnham. Under 13As versus Farnham. Under 13Bs, Teddington. Under 14Bs versus Old Cats. Under 15s versus
What's Old Cats?
Old Caterham.
Caterhamians.
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 Under
Caterham School.
15s versus cluster of Farnham and Horsham. Under 16s versus Chobham. Under 16s versus Bracknell. And those are our home games.
Not the under 14 girls then.
Again.
And the under 14 girls are playing Horsham in a friendly. Sorry.
Don't pick on Alex night tonight.
The
At
battle.
least Jason spotted it on the spreadsheet.
It's the battle of the spreadsheets.
I think that's it. The Colts are playing, but I can't quite see where they're playing at the moment.
Away at Twickenham.
There we are.
Right, okay. And Saturday, I think it's a 2 o'clock kickoff. We have Eastbourne here. That was a tough game away.
Yeah.
We were 3 scores down with about 15, 20 minutes to go, and we managed to
Championship
pull the
minutes.
rabbit out of the hat. So that'll be a tough one.
Okay.
And there is a little lunch before the game to invite a couple of their people here, because they fed us a feast.
Oh, nice.
Roast pork with all the trimmings carved at the table.
Come on.
So I think we're doing
hungry
roast
now.
beef.
We'll get him a plastic punnet of pasta.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. Absolutely wonderful.
So, one of the things we haven't talked about, and
Favourite refs, wasn't it?
need to talk very briefly about it, is recent fixtures. It's been cup season. There's a huge amount of fixtures going on. What I want to encourage all our tens of listeners to do is keep an eye on social media, whether that's LinkedIn, Facebook, or Instagram. We try to publish the results of the fixtures out on there, just so you can keep connected with what's going on, particularly in the youth section with these cup fixtures. Sometimes work gets in the way, so perhaps those messages don't get out there. So here is just a couple of the youth fixtures that have come in the last weekend. So under 12 Bs won 6-0 against OCs. There's lots of nils here to start with. James Williamson's under 16s won 50-0 against Farnham, which makes them the Group A Stoop Cup winners, and they will play the winners of Group B. So well done to the lads there. Under 13 A's won 7-2 against Dorking, which is cracking session. I also note here that the under 13 Lions had an analysis session on the video with Mr. Harry Green.
Transformational.
Yeah.
1 hour up here, and thanks Harry for leaning in and helping out. Just went through the video from last week that the club were playing against Sittners, so thanks Lance for that. And then I thought, actually, you no such thing as a free lunch. So then we just beasted the kids for half an hour up and down the cabbage patch and around the tennis courts.
Oh, nice.
It was brilliant, really good.
And then under 15 Bs won 38-17 against Guildford. The under 15 As lost 26-24 to Sutton and Epsom, which I think was a bit of a shock.
It's under inquiry. I don't think anything will change, but I think they got themselves in a position where the ref had a son playing, and I think the penalty counts were... I mean, that doesn't mean that the ref is wrong, right? But the penalty counts were a bit one-sided looking at it. I think Owens reviewed the VO. I think the main challenge was that Sutton Epsom scored, and then the ref blew up, and that was 27 minutes into the second half. I think that's where we're a bit aggrieved about that. But look, it is what it is. It's a tough game. You move on.
Move on.
Which brings me back to that point about having that independent refs, and Jason and Josie still here is really useful and very, really helpful to us. I've been known to get a little bit irate on the touchline. It's really good to take that away from coaches to make it independent. And those are the only ones I've got here.
The Colts were due to play Wimbledon B team with their Bs and Farnham A team with their As, but neither of those teams could put sides out. So Wimbledon Bs have graciously just given us the walkover. It was a quarter-final. And then we're due to play Farnham on the 15th of March, I think, as a replay, but I need to have some negotiations around that match as well.
Okay.
I'm not sure that shouldn't be a home walkover, but that's more admin somewhere else.
Plenty of rugby to come.
Oh,
and maybe the pitches might be in a better state in a couple of weeks than they are now.
Yeah, hopefully.
I see there's a glimmer in the weather, but
I saw the sun the other day.
You did not?
Yeah.
Really?
You abroad?
Watching TV.
So anyway, let's talk about Valentine's Day.
Let's talk about Valentine's Day. Let's get back into
Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Chocolates.
I'm off to Bath versus Bristol.
Oh, you
at the Rec.
Well done.
How romantic! Yeah.
Followed by
you know how
by
to
Scotland,
treat ladies.
Scotland, England. I won't be watching it with you this year, Mick.
Okay.
After watching it with you the last couple of years and being thoroughly depressed by the end of the game.
England have only won. You haven't won at Murrayfield in 6 years.
Mm-hmm. No.
Absolutely barking mad.
It's three attempts, that is.
Yeah.
6 years, 3 attempts.
And it makes it sound
It
good,
does,
doesn't
yeah,
it?
well done.
I've got it, mate. I'm hanging on to it.
While we're talking stats, how many Six Nations games has Italy won more or less than Scotland since 2023?
Oh, more.
That's exactly the same.
Yeah, doesn't surprise me.
Is it?
Yeah.
Doesn't surprise me.
So the alphabetical end
Oh, I
result
do like that.
is still in play.
Hey, we called it last
still in
pod.
play.
It is still in play.
Yeah.
England on a 12-match winning streak.
We don't talk
I
about
don't like it.
There it goes.
Too nervous.
We're not podding next week.
Yeah,
I'll
Jason,
have
who's
forgotten
your-
about it.
So go on, let's take. Is it the first game? No, it's the second game. So Ander on first. But with the twang of your accent, are you all in? Are we getting retribution?
You want me to be my natural accent, or
just
this?
you just be you, pal, and you tell us how much we're going to beat England by.
Well, look, the passionate man of me answers two questions here. Holly Davidson, best ref,
Right.
Right.
Thank you.
for lots of reasons, not just because she's an amazing Scot, but also she copes with the blokes really well. And of course, Scotland's going to thrash England. That's not even a question, is it?
There we go.
There you go. You heard it here first.
Okay.
Okay. God,
Jonesy, give us your take on your best ref and maybe a wee thing on how's Ireland, Italy going to go?
So best ref, it is friend of the pod, Carl Dixon.
There we go.
Actually, part inspiration for my reffing journey. So listening to his pod a year or so ago.
last World Cup. It was in the middle of the last World Cup.
Oh, so it was.
Because he stepped out of a banquet
Yeah.
to join the podcast.
I think there was
That's right. Yeah.
there was a statement around if a blue for every possible infringement, then there would be no game, and carried that through into my under 11s
Nice.
refereeing,
Oh, I
and then that's become materiality now in ref speak. Ireland, Italy, I think it's probably the least inspiring game of the weekend. I'm afraid to say should be an Irish win, but
I think so.
Have Ireland got their full team back now?
No.
Bundyaki's still out.
He's still out.
Yeah, he's out for a number.
But there'll be a reaction from last week from them for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny. I mean, I thought that the Scotland-Italy game would be an absolute thriller, and I don't think the weather helped. But it started off really well, and the last 5 minutes were really intense and exciting because it was so close.
5 minutes.
But the rest of it was
The deluge in the middle.
A bit hard to watch,
Yeah, it
wasn't
wasn't
it?
great, was it? I think Ireland on that one.
I'm going to go against the grain.
You think?
The Ireland did not impress me with the ball at all.
Right.
At all. They've got no runners. Prendergast is lost. He couldn't tackle a chicken korma. I'm going to go Italy. There we go. It's best chance. The
That
best
would
chance in
be- that would
decades.
be a-
Wouldn't it be amazing?
It'd be amazing. I'm still in the Ireland camp. I think.
Okay.
I know. I wonder. I don't know if the teams come out for Ireland, but
Who have Italy beaten in the Six Nations? They've beaten Scotland.
Everyone excepting
Everyone apart
they've
from
beaten everyone
Yeah.
apart from
England.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Holly Davidson's doing the Ireland Italy game.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah. Nika Moshikali.
He's my favourite. I like it. I
I
didn't
like
used to like him. I think he's a good ref.
Yeah. He's doing the Scotland England game.
Okay.
And Dolman, I can't remember the first name, is doing the other one, the France Wales game. Oh, that's
It's going to be horrible.
Favourite
I don't
ref,
think
Ali?
sorry.
Favourite ref?
I was listening to everyone
Don't say Gary
mention
Osner.
them. It's got to be Don't Call Me Gary. No. Come back to me in a minute.
Okay. Lenny?
Yeah, Nika, whatever,
Okay.
Klasky.
I'm going to go with Luke Pearce. Always liked him.
That's
Always liked him
the
as a
name
ref.
that was in my head.
Was it?
Yeah.
Always liked him as a ref. Don't know why. And then the last game is on Sunday. Is Wales,
I mean,
Wales, France. I mean,
anyone going to back Wales?
they're at home.
Yeah, but they've got like 20,000 seats empty.
Yeah.
haven't they?
I've got to
do
say,
not- honestly.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's a load they haven't sold. Yeah.
Oh God, man, what's happened?
What's the margin going to be then?
Will be similar or worse, won't it?
My
40.
my very Welsh wife, I've not seen her not watch a Wales game from beginning to end before. and she just
Oh no, really?
completely. That was it. Beginning of the second half was like, I've had enough.
I tell you what, the hardest team to be a supporter of is Scotland. Through the years, I've supported them since day one, and we're not easy to support, but we stick with it, right? All Scots, we stick with it.
So you get huge numbers, but what's the feel on coach? I mean,
Yeah.
what's Townsend?
Well, I like Gregor, and in fact, I know Gregor, but he's had in the last 3, 4, 5 years the best teams he's ever going to get, and we've not got better than third. And should we have Franco in instead? I've got a lot of time for Gregor. He's a really nice guy
and a super player, wasn't he?
He was great. He was great.
Player.
But could we do better with a coach? Look at if you just look at Glasgow, who'd win, Glasgow or Bath? Put the two against each other. It's be pretty damn close. And
are we going to find out this season? Does it fall like that? I can't.
Pass. Don't know. I will say it's Gregor's 100th cap as a coach.
Is it?
Wow.
On Saturday.
10 years?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's 10 years.
10 years.
But Scotland, I mean, sorry, Jess, but to me, Scotland, when they play well, they are absolutely stunning.
But
The
we can't
back
put more
line.
than 60 minutes together. That's our problem.
Yeah, well, it's also one game, and then another game and another game. Because when they do play well, they look like the best team in the world. They're fantastic.
I've long maintained that Scotland they could beat anyone on the day if we actually held it together, but we never do.
So England, obviously, they easily got through the Wales game, but I think one of the interesting things was after an autumn where the bench made such a difference, it didn't kick on. It went back to it's
We
more
got
of the
sent off,
same.
didn't he, within 30 seconds?
Well, yeah, I know.
I
But
told you.
you kind of, it's weird, isn't it?
That
But
was
it was weird. I mean, I feel so. Ben Spencer, massive. I'm a massive Bath fan. I think he's been superb for Bath. He is the heartbeat of what they've done, and yet doesn't seem to translate that into an England game. Not in the same way, not in the same dominance that he brings.
Maybe if
to
he started.
the way they're playing.
Maybe if he started. But I watched the England game, and everyone will say how poor Wales were. But I just like the way England mixed it up. They just bit of power, bit of blindside, bit of crossfield. They were pulling that Welsh defence apart and making holes in the middle. It was really
fluid.
It was really mixed up
good.
as well. It was a really nice sort of.
And that's been
thing
a
to
weakness
watch.
in the past where we've not put poor sides to the sword, and actually we did that.
And we've not had a plan B. We've had
No,
that problem
no,
for ages.
Players on the pitch have not
Yeah.
been able to adapt. When Plan A's not working, Plan B, where's that been?
But if Plan A was, I want to score 5 different types of tries, then it's like, well, that's good. They did.
I thought it was a good. It looked like a confident performance
It did.
to me.
It did.
Cannot wait
No,
for the next weekend of rugby, either on TV or on the pitches in Cobham. Jason, thanks very much.
That's my pleasure.
Yeah, thanks,
Absolutely.
guys.
Thanks
And
for having
Jonesy,
us.
thanks very much for getting on the pitch and for coming to the pod.
yeah.
You're welcome. Thanks for having
Good
me.
to see you. Pete Christie, good man.
Yeah. I just want to say, just a quick. Norman Evans' sister. Norman passed away a few weeks ago. His funeral was a week and a bit ago, and his sister has posted a really nice tribute to the club and saying how well the family were looked after, and really happy about the attendance.
Nice.
Yeah.
Rightly so.
Great. Thanks, Pete. Lonnie, thanks very much, pal. Got a busy week ahead of
Yeah.
matches
Start the
and-
recruitment drive
and
for the
spreadsheets.
next Matt Jones generation.
totally recommended. Ali, thanks, pal.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks, everyone. See you in a couple of weeks.
Cheers, mate.